Leo, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign energy. But good news, if you're not a Leo and you're wondering why did this video even come across my path, because it's an energy reading and there's something in this message that you need to hear, if only this one time. So this is where your message begins. This is the Justice card, guys. This is the energy of balance, returning to your life. And a lot of times, I have to say, it feels like healing, because that's what balance is. Balance is a state of health. So the good news here, Leo, is that whatever was throwing you off balance, because this is a major arcana. Major arcana means that it's fate. The universe is taking over. It's saying this will be done. Whereas the minor arcana, the numbered cards, are more like, well, you still have a choice, or this is how your behavior has led to this, or if you do this, it will lead to this. This is fate. So you're heading into a much more balanced time. And whatever it is that threw you off is naturally finding its equilibrium. So it's all comes back around, right? It always finds this balance. So it's not that you don't have to do anything. It's that you probably already are, or you're probably already finally getting what you deserve. Now, I know that sounds a little, luminous. Kind of like, well, what the hell does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what it means. I feel like it's a good thing, to be honest with you. It's almost like you're finally getting to a place where what you're putting in, you're getting out. And you don't feel like you're so stressed or so strained anymore. A lot of times when the Justice card comes out, it means that a decision is being made in your favor. That somebody has decided, okay, we're going to be fair this time around. We're going to balance. We're going to make this balance. We're going to make this right. We're going to make this work. And this is, of course, the Libran card. So ultimately, this could have something to do with somebody finally treating you fairly, finally putting in their fair share. An equal and balanced contribution from your side and theirs. And you'll be able to see it, too. You'll be able to see that things are starting to finally weigh in the right direction. Right? You'll be able to see it. There will be an awareness. What does that mean? A lot of times the universe is doing things that go unnoticed by us. This is not going to go unnoticed by you. This is going to be recognized as, oh, this is finally working itself out. Or, thank God, I really needed this help. When the Justice card comes out for me, I often feel like there's this energy of divine justice. Like, people are finally getting their due. And that's a very, very good thing. So as I divide this deck, there are going to be cards that fall out. Good. I'm going to leave them where they lie. And then I'm going to remind you of a few short things, which is, welcome. My name is Michelle. If you're just finding this channel, please remember to subscribe so we can grow. I've been on YouTube for about 5 years now, and I have thousands of readings on my channel. So please peruse. They're separated by zodiac sign, but whatever calls to you, it's yours. If you need a personal reading, I do provide those. The only place you can book and schedule with me is through my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com. I only have a few more slots before the holidays, so please schedule them as soon as you can. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell and select all notifications, because this is the only place on the web that I go live and do free public tarot card readings. And if you'd like to participate in that, I'd love to have you. All right, something is falling out. Yeah, somebody stole something from you. Seven of Swords is actually a really important card because it implies that either you were distracted. So what it means is that your thoughts or whatever you were thinking enabled you to be depleted or deprived. Okay, because swords are always thoughts. So what it could mean is that you were distracted, and while you were distracted, somebody took advantage of you. Yes. Or it could mean that your thoughts themselves were the things that were stealing your joy. They were stealing your happiness. They were stealing your abundance. They were distracting you from everything that you had that was good. So whatever it is that your thoughts were in the wrong place. And this is why I really love the fact that the Justice card has come out, because it has a sword too, but it also has something on the other side, which is the scales of justice, which means now your thoughts are getting to a place where they're more balanced. Not only your thoughts, but also your attention. Mentally, you're getting to a place where you are more balanced, which is why you are seeing things more clearly, which was why you are insisting on what you deserve instead of settling, which is why you're not allowing yourself to be depleted anymore. And that's what I'm talking about in terms of you'll be conscious of it because you're waking up to something. And I don't mean, becoming awake or becoming awoke. I mean you're actually seeing or understanding things in a different way. I don't know if you've been doing work on yourself, manifestation work, or just in terms of determining your focus, but ultimately you've become a lot more conscious of where you have been undermining yourself or where you have been distracted and allowing yourself to be undermined. And now there is this beautiful balance. So quick, like the quick message is where things have been stolen from you, they're about to be returned. Where you have been depleted, you're getting everything back. So I don't know if this is partnership, I don't know if this is work, I don't know if this is financial, but wherever it is, where something had been stolen from you, where you have been robbed or depleted, that's where there's divine justice. That's where things are getting balanced back out. Okay, now we have these two cards. We have the Two of Swords, and then we have the Five of Wands. Okay, I don't think you even saw, well, first of all, you didn't want to talk about all the conflict that was happening because it wasn't getting anywhere. It's almost like things were going around and around in circles. With the Two of Swords, it's like you were stuck. You were stuck between two different thoughts, or you were stuck between two different arguments, or you were stuck between two different decisions, and you just couldn't make up your mind. Everything was constantly fighting. There was constant battle. 5 plus 2 equals 7. This was the chaos in your mind that was depleting you of being able to move forward. Now, the Five of Wands does imply that there could have been some like outside action being taken, like maybe, like haters. This is my hater card. The sense of maybe not even understanding why there was all this conflict. Like it's almost like you were confused about why there was this conflict. Or you were confused about why people were trying to get at you. Like you were just confused in some way. Didn't know what to do about it. Didn't know what to do about all the conflict, all the red tape. Sometimes this could be like red tape. Red tape is an expression. It means a lot of paperwork that you would have had to fill out. You were expected to do a lot of like work on something, or you were expected to fill out a lot of forms, or the rules or the laws that you had to abide by were confusing, and where you would see one, there would be another following it. Like, it's almost like you didn't really know how to navigate this, right? Or you were trying to avoid it altogether because you were just like, I don't even know how to handle all this crap. Whatever this conflict was, that's where the justice is coming in. That's where the justice is coming in. I need more too, trust me. Okay, God, so let's ask a really specific question. What's changed? What's changed? What's the change that brings the justice? More swords. First of all, this could be an actual person coming into your life, somebody with a very clear mind, somebody who's very good at being objective. Usually it's a counselor, or I don't know if it's a legal counselor or if it's a therapist or whatever it is. Sometimes it's a person with a very clear mind that can come in. In other words, you might not have been able to help yourself, but somebody came in and said something to you or showed something to you or decided something for you. And suddenly it was like, oh my God, that clears everything up. So it could have been that this person came in and gave you outside help. Or this is your mind. Like you finally were able to make a decision about how to move forward. And that's, I think, what it is. Either way, whether it was somebody else who helped you or you yourself, you finally made a decision to move forward. And that's why it's like this shitty situation that was stealing all of your energy and ability to really appreciate the moment or be in the moment, or it was stealing your resources. You're just like, I'm going to move on from it. I'm going to get away from it. So it's a clarity about why things were happening. And there you are. This is a new start, new beginning, a leap of faith. The Fool card is, listen, I may not know much. I may not know anything. But I'm going to move forward because the only thing I do know is where I am isn't for me. And so once I decide that, once I'm able to actually understand that where I am isn't a good place and I've got to move forward, I'm going to do it. It's time. Something just isn't working out. And that is an answer. The answer is, if this isn't working out, I'm not going to stay here. And a lot of times, Leo, you're very courageous, you're very driven naturally. So there's this energy of, but I've got to keep trying. And finally, I think what you've realized is, no, you don't. The soil that you were trying to reap your garden in is dead. There's nothing there anymore. There's nothing to grow on except the lessons that you learned in trying. So in other words, what changes, Leo, is that you're finally giving up. But that's a good thing because you're giving up on something that wasn't for you. You're giving up on something that was draining you and wasting your time. I just got this message, like it's almost like this is what I heard in my head. I don't even like this anymore. I don't even like this anymore. I don't know if this is a relationship. If it's for relationship, you would feel like, I don't even like this person anymore. Why am I still trying to it's comfort. It's comfort, like the devil that you know versus the devil that you don't. And I don't mean that they're a bad person. I mean that, the problems and the issues and the conflicts, it's almost like even those have become a safety zone instead of kicking yourself out of there and trying something different, trying something new, which is exactly what you've got to do. Because it's almost like you're starting to realize it didn't work. Something didn't work. And with these cards, it's not like all of a sudden I discovered what wasn't working. It's that you realized what wasn't working was the whole situation. It wasn't for you. It was a place that you had to be for a while to teach you lessons that you needed to learn about yourself. About yourself. And that's okay. Because ultimately you're ready now. Also, let me just say this, the universe wants you to know, you weren't even looking at an opportunity that was exceptional. This is all coming out right now, so it's not like it's coming into you. It's like God is saying, you have something in front of you right now that is exceptional. That's like being offered to you, and it's beautiful, but you were pondering the old stuff. You were pondering what you already had in front of you. You weren't even looking. You might know about it. You might have heard about it. But you weren't even looking. You weren't really even considering this fourth cup. You were still considering all this other stuff. But look at what's in this fourth cup. This is a beautiful opportunity. I'm going to tell you this right now. Something that you didn't even want to set your mind to was a beautiful opportunity. And what's happening is justice has come in to do something, to break something up. Something probably hurt in the past couple of weeks. Break something up, move something on, right? It's like this is so beautiful because justice wants to redirect you so that you can actually have what you're looking for. And this is when you get redirected. But the swords are here because it had to come from your brain. Something was going on with the decisions that you were making that was keeping you stuck in conflict. And now you're not stuck in conflict anymore because you've woken up and decided, I just got to get out of this because I'm tired of conflict. I'm tired of the way this feels. You know, I know that I love to win, and I know I love to make situations better. But if everything that I do just gets turned back around on me as an argument, or as, just gets turned back around at me, I'm saying this to you, Leo, this looks like a total shit show that you were involved in. I don't care if once upon a time it wasn't. It is now. Looks like a total freaking shit show. And something was knocking at your door. And maybe you opened it and were like, hi, not ready for you now. Or, hi, yeah, I'm too busy, close. But it's still there. And it's what was knocking at your door that you weren't paying attention to that is actually this beautiful opportunity. Lots of value here. So this could be resources, monetary value. This could also speak to the fact that what was going on behind the scenes, right? Like somebody else was like all the paperwork, like in other words, whoever was involved, like maybe you were looking for somebody was managing a case for you, or I don't know, you filed your taxes or something, and it's like this could also be speaking to the fact that whoever was working on your case or whatever it was involved and engaged in all this craziness and all this back and forth and all this procedure that they had to go through. And it was just craziness, right? So you hadn't heard from them in a while, right? Or that somebody knew that they had to address your case, but they just couldn't get to it because there was all those other cases in front of it. What this card is saying is they're finally getting to your case. They're finally noticing you and what you needed to pay attention to, or what you needed paid attention to, and the resources are coming in. The approval is coming in. They're going to say yes to you. Let's go to the extended. Link is down below. I'll see you guys there.